Hi, it's Wave, and this is my 6-month update for my project pan for Nightmare Before Christmas. And this is where I pick 5 characters, trying to pan that one item for the whole year. And I go by what they wear, what they feel, their name, the color scheme, or even like what they have on hand or what they use. So I got this from Christina Chang. She's the one that started this with her friend, and I just enjoyed it so much that I wanted to do my own. So here it is. My first character is Shock. She's one of the Terror 3, as I call it, and I picked this plummy moody shade because her color scheme is a plum shade, and I actually got pan on it, surprisingly. I've got 14 uses out of this, but I know that the third or fourth time I used it, I got pan, and then it started to get much wider and wider for the rest of the month. So it's really heavy dip inside, and I'm just happy that I actually got a pan. I didn't think I would get a pan so soon. I thought last month I'll get the pan, but it didn't, so it left me surprised. My next character is Locke, one of the other Terrible 3, as I call it. And I picked this red shade from my Sephora mini limited edition palette right here. I only got 5 uses, so that's typically more than what I usually get. Just not been into red, but also I've been working on my other project pan, if you haven't seen that already, and I've been focusing on other things too, so that's probably why that I haven't put much of an effort towards it. So there is a slight dip to it, but it's only one side, and I don't have anything other to say other than I picked the red because he wore red and looked like a little devil, so I thought that was cute. My next character is Beryl. I used the Jelly Pot shade from Colourpop in Beryl. I only used him for 3 times, and I had to revive this again because I didn't find the secure, not glass, is the cap for it. So it looks about this. So but it has moved on actually quite a bit. Now I'm noticing that basically that it's on the halfway point of the rim. So I'm actually surprised because I thought that each time I use it, it just goes back to a smooth. But I never considered the length of how much of the dip it went. So I'm pretty happy about that. Just wasn't into using it this month. My next character is Santa Claus, Jolly Old Fella, and I picked the white shade from my Sephora mini palette in Disney's Daisy's My BFF, and it's right there in the right here. And I'm actually getting a dip. It's going more down on the left side because it does give a powdery and kickback to it. It actually has been dipping more than usual. So for this, I got 8 uses out of it. I've been using more of this than my Tarte palette from my other project pan, and just wanted to keep using it. I'll actually use it without in primer, just when it's like later in the day when I don't feel like to do anything, but just to keep it from being super oily, because the oils in my eyes go down to my eyes, and then just makes it it just irritates my eyes. Don't know why. So I decided to be conscious with that. I'll be using that quite a bit alongside the black shade, which does come out real soon. That's all about it. My last character is Dr. Frankenstein. I picked black because of his gloves, and I got like a little dip, but I noticed that it doesn't have a ton of kickback like the white shadow does, and I think it's because it's more pressed than the white. So that's gonna take me longer, but I've been making a big effort to use it a lot more because I said in the past I'm not comfortable with using black, but in order to get comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable, as one professor once told me. Got 13 uses out of it. I was trying it with an an eyebrow brush, and just to see if that'll be better than my other brush for using as a wing eyeliner. Doesn't really do much. This is gonna be like really tough to pan. Maybe I can get like a small dip of a pan by the end of December. I'm not sure. It depends of how much my other palette that I'm working on versus this one, or maybe I use black more often than the other palette that doesn't have any black. It just depends on how I feel or if I get sick or not. And that concludes this month's update for May, and I've been enjoying this. I just realized that, or I can't remember if I said this in the last video for the project pan, that working on 2 project pans was not a smart idea at all. I thought I could handle it. Turns out I really can't, so I'm gonna keep on finishing this up, but I'll probably take a break from doing a project pan for themed, or maybe I just stick with one project pan and see where that goes. I haven't decided, but we'll see in the future. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.